Those red recovery tab accents on that lifted silver Colorado, sport bar in the bed. Chevy just made the Ranger Raptor's factory off-road brief look incomplete. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the suspension architecture beneath this Colorado ZR2 represents a factory engineering decision that Ford hasn't attempted in the Ranger Raptor, and why it changes the real-world capability conversation in this segment entirely. I'll get there. Whether the $65,000 price tag is worth it, my answer depends entirely on whether you're buying this truck for the weekend trail or the daily drive. Those are two very different financial cases. We're covering the exterior engineering, an interior that punches well above midsize pricing, and a powertrain brief that's more strategic than the displacement implies. The development story behind this ZR2? Sources say it didn't start with a product roadmap. It started with a market loss. The most significant element here isn't the sport bar. It's the DSSV shock absorber geometry beneath those widened fender flares. The Chevrolet DSSV Dual Spool Valve runs two independent compression and rebound circuits in one housing. It simultaneously manages low-speed body control and high-speed impact absorption. Ford's Ranger Raptor uses Fox live valve shocks, reactive and excellent, but the external valve module introduces measurable lag. DSSV runs the valve internally. That lag disappears. Speculative tech number 1. Predictive DSSV pre-charge. GPS topography data pre-pressurizes the oil circuit before a terrain change reaches the wheel. Current DSSV reacts within 30 milliseconds after contact. Predictive pre-charge eliminates that window. That chassis decision defines the brief. The interior reveals who it was built for. The seats run perforated suede composite with blue contrast stitching, material quality typically found in European performance vehicles above $80,000. The execution reads BMW M Performance, not Ranger Raptor Sport Cloth. The knurled metallic rotary controller with its blue LED ring is the correct call for this truck's mission. A gloved hand on a trail finds a tactile dial with certainty. Ranger Raptor's touchscreen primary layout loses that advantage on technical terrain. Speculative tech number 2. Terrain-aware screen partitioning. GPS and incline data automatically reassign portrait screen zones. Trail camera expands in off-road mode. Navigation compresses on technical sections. Information density should match terrain complexity. This adapts it. Missed the mark. Fixed blue-only ambient lighting. Ranger Raptor offers multicolor ambient selection at this spend. On a $65,000 truck, that's a shortcoming buyers will flag on day one. The exterior section delivers the origin story. The brief wasn't build a more capable ZR2. It was respond to the Ranger Raptor capturing mid-size buyers who wanted factory-serious off-road hardware, not a dealer-installed lift kit. Ford's Ranger Raptor arrived in the US market in 2023 with a factory brief that forced GM to confront a genuine gap in its mid-size lineup. The ZR2 was already trail-capable, but the Raptor's interior execution, display technology, and brand narrative were pulling buyers in their 40s and 50s who previously would not have considered anything other than a full-size American platform. The brief said the ZR2 can't just out-trail the Raptor, it has to out-interior it too. The exterior section is where that dual mandate becomes physically visible. Front to rear on the ZR2. Front bumper, integrated skid plate, structural protection. Red accent tabs at the bumper corners mark recovery point access. Functional, not decorative. Quad LED headlights in a horizontal signature. Fender flares, widened, black finished, adding approximately 2.5 inches of track width per side. Black multi-spoke wheels at approximately 20 inches, all-terrain tires in the 32-inch range. Lift estimated at 2 inches above the standard ZR2 ride height. Rear, sport bar integrated in the bed frame, full-width LED taillights, dual exhaust exits below the bumper. This design holds because every modification traces to a terrain capability decision, not a styling brief applied after engineering was finished. Here's what's under the hood. Engine: turbocharged 2.7-liter four-cylinder, approximately 310 horsepower, 390 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed, automatic, four-wheel drive with locking differentials, front and rear, enough low-end torque to sustain trail speed and tow a loaded trailer without strain. Speculative tech number 3, active differential torque anticipation. Wheel speed sensors and GPS gradient data pre-lock the rear differential before a slope registers traction loss. The Ranger Raptor reacts after traction loss begins, a 60 to 80 millisecond event window. This closes it before the driver feels anything. Ranger Raptor, 392 horsepower, approximately $58,000. More power, no factory DSSV. Tacoma TRD Pro, $55,000. Strong residuals, less suspension travel. Engineering case complete. Financial case next. Now here's what I actually think. Completely straightforward. The Ranger Raptor's 2023 US arrival forced this ZR2's interior to level up. The DSSV suspension decision, the portrait screen, the suede composite seating, the knurled tactile controller, none of those decisions happened without a competitive brief that said the ZR2's interior had to match its trail performance. Whether Chevy succeeded depends entirely on whether the target buyer is choosing this truck for the trail data it shows on that portrait screen or the residual value it holds after 5 years. I'll answer both in the verdict. The ZR2 in this configuration is expected to land between $58,000 and $67,000 fully optioned. The Ford Ranger Raptor starts at $56,000, more peak horsepower at 392, a stronger brand narrative, but no DSSV equivalent and a less resolved interior specification. The base Colorado ZR2 anchors at approximately $48,000. The premium for this configuration is $10,000 to $19,000 above that floor. Factory differentiated off-road configurations with genuine suspension engineering hold residual value better than dealer-installed or aftermarket lifted equivalents. GM's ZR2 nameplate has tracked above the segment average on used market pricing because DSSV suspension is not replicable at aftermarket cost. For a buyer planning a 4 to 5 year hold, the premium is recoverable at trade-in, typically within 1 to 2 depreciation cycles on a truck with this specification density. If you trail regularly and want factory suspension engineering that aftermarket money can't match at this price, the ZR2 is the correct call in the midsize segment right now. If peak horsepower is the deciding factor, the Ranger Raptor gives you 80 more of them for approximately the same money. This truck earns its premium through the coherence of factory DSSV geometry and interior execution that no midsize competitor currently delivers in one package. Those red recovery tab accents that open this video, they're not styling. They're the front-end evidence of a chassis brief built for actual recovery scenarios, not showroom credibility. $65,000 for this ZR2 or $58,000 for the Ranger Raptor. Same mission, different suspension philosophy. If you've trailed a Raptor on technical terrain, I'd genuinely love to know whether Fox Live Valve or DSSV gives you more confidence on the descent. Drop Raptor or ZR2 below. Next, this goes head-to-head with the Ranger Raptor on factory trail capability. That video is right here. Subscribe for the analysis. I'll see you in the next one.